My name is Charlene Luzuk and I'm the National Programs Director at ADRA Australia. I've had the privilege of working with ADRA for coming up 16 years now, and I just love working for ADRA. I've also had the privilege of working in a few different offices around Asia Pacific. I started off with ADRA New Zealand, spent some time then in the Solomon Islands and Vietnam, and then back to Australia where I've been for some time now. As a part of my job, sometimes I have to talk in front of churches and talk in front of people, and often I get asked, why do you love working with ADRA? And there's so many stories that I can think of about really cool experiences of connection and personal experiences that I've had as I've travelled to different countries and interviewed people who have been helped by ADRA. But often one of the things I share is why I love ADRA specifically. Through my time travelling around the place, one thing that I've noticed and has really stood out to me is how ADRA goes where other organisations often don't want to go. So often in a capital city, a lot of organisations will stick around that main area where it's really easy. But I remember on a specific trip to Nepal, we landed in the capital city and then took a flight a few hours out of Nepal. And once we got to this regional area, we then got in a four-wheel drive and had to drive, I think it was about 6 hours, up into the mountains, and I'm talking the Himalayas. And as we were going, there were sections of road that we couldn't pass, and we had to get out with pickaxes and shovels and try to fix the road. Eventually got to this community up on this mountaintop, and it was one of the most memorable experiences. I was looking out across the Himalayas, and I'd heard of these people who I felt I had come a long way, but some of these people coming to this project meeting had walked for days to get there, and it just was really touching. And once we got back to the office after that, back in the capital office, I was sitting there going, wow, we really went out to the most remote places. But then this other group came back, and I asked them, where have you come back from? And they said, we've just hiked 3 days to get to these places, to get to these projects. And it just made me just really understand that ADRA goes to where the help is needed. And I love that about ADRA. And that's what I'm so proud of, being attached to an organisation that just doesn't do what's easy. They go to where the help's needed. And that's what I love.